Hey everyone, welcome back to the Study English Online, your English podcast for real conversation practice and easy English in daily life.
Yes, the place where even scrolling on your phone becomes great English practice.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Jake. Great to have you with us today.
So Jake, be honest. How much time do you think you spend on your phone every day?
Honestly, probably way more than I'd like to admit. I checked my screen time last week and it was genuinely embarrassing.
Same here, honestly. Well, today's topic is perfect for both of us then.
Yes, today we're talking about how to talk about technology and social media in English. Apps, phones, social media trends, it comes up constantly with friends, coworkers, even strangers.
True. And it's also a fantastic way to practice really useful current vocabulary, the kind of words you won't always find in older textbooks, but that native speakers use constantly.
Exactly. By the end of this episode, you'll be able to talk about your tech habits, discuss social media naturally, and even share opinions about technology's pros and cons, all confidently in English.
Quick favor before we start. If you're enjoying this podcast, please like this episode, subscribe, and share it with a friend learning English.
And comment below. Tell us honestly, what's your screen time like this week? We genuinely love reading your comments. No judgment at all.
All right, let's get into it. Okay, let's start with why talking about technology and social media is such a valuable modern English skill.
Great question. First, it's genuinely one of the most common topics in casual conversation today. Apps, phones, social media trends, it comes up constantly with friends, coworkers, even strangers.
True. And second, this vocabulary changes and evolves quickly, so having natural, current phrases really helps you sound genuinely fluent and up-to-date, not like you're using outdated textbook English.
Third, this topic often involves sharing opinions, comparing habits, and even gently discussing pros and cons, which connects nicely to structures we've covered in earlier episodes too.
Great point. And fourth, honestly, most people have real, genuine feelings about technology and social media. So this topic tends to spark really engaging, authentic conversations.
Beautifully summarized. Let's build our structure and vocabulary now.
Let's start with basic, everyday vocabulary for talking about your phone and the apps you use.
Great topic. Screen time, how much time you spend on your phone or device. App, short for application, a program on your phone. Notification, an alert that pops up on your screen.
More vocabulary. Scroll, to move through content on a screen, usually with your finger. Swipe, a quick finger movement on a touchscreen. Download, to get an app or file onto your device.
Let's build some example sentences. My screen time has been really high lately. I just downloaded a new productivity app. I keep getting notifications from that game. It's honestly a bit much.
Same here, honestly. Great natural sentences, listeners. Let's also cover phrases for talking about specific habits. I usually check my phone first thing when I wake up. I like to keep my phone out of the bedroom at night. I've set app limits to help manage my screen time.
Beautiful, relatable phrases, listeners, showing genuine, honest reflection on our tech habits.
Let's move to vocabulary specifically for social media, since this deserves its own dedicated section.
Great idea. Post, to share content or the content itself. Feed, the stream of posts you see when you open an app. Follow, to subscribe to someone's content. Like, to show approval of a post. Comment, to write a response under a post.
More vocabulary. Story, temporary content that disappears after 24 hours on many platforms. Reel, or short video, a short-form video, common on many platforms now. Trend, something popular that many people are doing or talking about online. Influencer, someone with a large online following who shapes opinions or trends.
Let's build some example sentences. I saw this trend everywhere on my feed this week. She's a pretty popular influencer in the fitness space. I posted a story from my trip yesterday.
Great current natural sentences, listeners. Exactly the kind of vocabulary you'll hear constantly in real conversations about social media.
Let's also cover a few more useful phrases. Go viral, when content spreads very quickly and becomes extremely popular. That video went completely viral overnight. DM, short for direct message, a private message on social media. She sent me a DM about the event.
Beautiful additions, listeners. Go viral and DM are used constantly in everyday conversation about social media.
Let's cover how to talk about your own personal habits with technology honestly and naturally.
Great topic. Useful phrases. I'm honestly on my phone a lot more than I'd like. I try to have a few phone-free hours each day. I'm not really into social media, to be honest.
Great, honest phrases, listeners, showing real self-awareness without judgment either way.
Let's also cover phrases for describing specific habits or routines. I usually check my phone first thing when I wake up. I like to keep my phone out of the bedroom at night. I've set app limits to help manage my screen time.
Great practical phrases. Let's build a full example. Honestly, I'm on my phone a lot more than I'd like, especially social media. I've actually started setting app limits, and it's helped a bit, though I still catch myself scrolling more than I intend to.
So relatable, listeners, and exactly the kind of honest, natural sharing this topic often brings out.
Let's cover a slightly deeper angle, discussing the pros and cons of technology and social media, connecting nicely to our earlier disagreement and opinion-sharing episodes.
Great topic. Useful phrases for pros. It's made staying connected with family so much easier. I love how accessible information is now. Technology has honestly opened up so many opportunities.
Useful phrases for cons. It can be really distracting sometimes. I think it's made people compare themselves to others more than before. There's definitely a downside to constant connectivity.
Great balanced vocabulary, listeners. Let's also cover phrases for expressing a more nuanced, it depends type opinion. I think it's a double-edged sword, honestly. It really depends on how you use it. There are definitely pros and cons to both.
Beautiful, thoughtful phrases, listeners. Double-edged sword, a lovely idiom meaning something with both clear benefits and clear drawbacks.
Let's build a full example. I think technology is honestly a double-edged sword. It's made staying connected with family so much easier, but at the same time, I do think it's made people compare themselves to others more than before.
Beautiful, balanced example, listeners, showing exactly the thoughtful, nuanced tone this topic often calls for.
Let's cover a really relevant modern topic, digital detoxes and building healthier tech habits.
Great addition. Useful phrases. I did a digital detox last weekend and it honestly felt amazing. I've been trying to unplug more in the evenings. I turned off most of my notifications and it's made a huge difference.
Great practical phrases, listeners. Unplug, a lovely common word for intentionally disconnecting from devices.
Let's also cover phrases for describing the benefits of these habits. I've noticed I sleep better since I stopped scrolling before bed. I feel so much more present when I'm not constantly checking my phone. It's honestly helped my mental health a lot.
Great, honest phrases, listeners, showing real personal reflection on healthy technology habits.
Let's build a full example. I did a digital detox last weekend, no social media at all, and it honestly felt amazing. I noticed I was so much more present with my family, and I slept way better too. I'm definitely trying to unplug more regularly now.
Beautiful, inspiring example, listeners, showing exactly the kind of positive, reflective conversation this topic can lead to.
Let's cover an interesting angle, comparing how different generations think about and use technology, since this often comes up in family conversations.
Great topic. Useful phrases. My parents definitely have a different relationship with technology than I do. Younger generations grew up with this stuff. It's just second nature to them. My grandparents still prefer calling over texting.
Great relatable phrases, listeners. Notice second nature, a phrase we covered in an earlier episode too.
Let's also cover phrases for describing generational differences respectfully, without sounding dismissive of any group. I think each generation just adapted to what was available growing up. It's interesting to see how comfort with technology really varies by generation.
Great respectful phrases, listeners, keeping the conversation balanced and thoughtful rather than judgmental.
Let's build a full example. My parents definitely have a different relationship with technology than I do. They still prefer calling over texting most of the time. I think it's just about what you grew up with. My generation basically grew up with smartphones, so it's second nature to us.
Beautiful, thoughtful example, listeners, showing genuine understanding across generational differences.
Mistake 1. Using outdated vocabulary that no longer sounds natural, like overly formal terms for casual tech concepts. Simple current words like post, scroll, and feed sound much more natural than overly technical alternatives.
Mistake 2, being overly judgmental about others' technology habits, which can feel preachy rather than conversational. A balanced, it depends on the person tone usually works better than strong criticism.
Mistake 3. Confusing similar terms like and follow, which have different specific meanings on social media. Liking a post is a one-time action. Following someone means ongoing subscription to their content.
Mistake 4, forgetting present perfect for describing habits that started in the past and continue now. I've been trying to reduce my screen time, sounds more natural than simple past for an ongoing effort.
Mistake 5. Being overly negative or overly positive about technology without any nuance, when a balanced, it depends perspective often feels more natural and genuine in real conversation.
Beautifully covered, listeners. Small adjustments, much more natural current conversations about technology and social media.
Okay, first one. 2 friends discussing their screen time honestly.
Okay, I have to admit something embarrassing. My screen time last week was like 9 hours a day.
Honestly, I can't judge. Mine wasn't much better.
I think I need to set some app limits or something. It's honestly gotten out of hand.
Same here. I've actually been thinking about doing a little digital detox this weekend.
That's a great idea. Maybe we should hold each other accountable.
Deal. Let's check in with each other next week and see how it went.
Great. Relatable, warm example, listeners, showing exactly the kind of honest conversation this topic often naturally creates.
Now let's do a second one, a family conversation about generational differences.
I honestly don't understand these social media apps. Why does everyone need to share everything?
Fair question. I think it's mostly about staying connected, especially with friends who live far away.
I suppose that makes sense. I just prefer a good old-fashioned phone call.
There's nothing wrong with that at all, honestly. I think each generation just adapted to what was available.
That's a thoughtful way to look at it.
Beautiful, respectful example, listeners, showing genuine, warm understanding across generational perspectives.
Let's do a third one, discussing the pros and cons of technology in a more professional or academic setting.
What's your take on remote work technology overall?
Honestly, I think it's a double-edged sword. It's given people so much more flexibility, but it's also made it harder for some people to fully unplug after work hours.
That's such a fair point. I've definitely struggled with that boundary myself.
I think it really depends on how intentional you are about setting limits.
Completely agree. It's all about balance.
See, listeners, notice how naturally and thoughtfully this conversation balanced both sides of the topic, exactly the tone that works well for more nuanced technology discussions.
Let's do one final example, a lighter, casual conversation about a viral social media trend.
Did you see that trend everywhere on your feed this week?
Oh my gosh, yes, it's literally everywhere. I feel like everyone's doing it now.
Are you going to try it?
Honestly, maybe. It looks pretty fun. Have you tried it yet?
Not yet, but I might. It's gone completely viral at this point.
Beautiful, light, casual example, listeners, showing how naturally social media trends fit into everyday conversation too.
Quick FAQ before practice time. From a listener named Beatrice, is it okay to admit I don't use social media at all? Will people find that strange?
Great question, Beatrice. Completely fine, and honestly, more common than you might think. I'm actually not really on social media. I just prefer other ways of staying connected, is a completely normal, respected thing to say.
Next, from a listener named Hiroshi, how do I talk about technology I don't fully understand, like new AI tools?
Good question, Hiroshi. You can be honest about your learning curve. I'm honestly still figuring out how that works, but from what I understand, it's completely acceptable to share partial understanding honestly.
Next, from a listener named Camille, what if I have really strong negative opinions about social media? How do I share that without sounding preachy?
Great question. Connecting to our advice-giving episode, framing your opinion personally rather than as a universal truth helps a lot. Personally, I've decided it's not for me, though I know it works well for a lot of people. Honest without lecturing others.
Last one, from a listener named Deshawn. Is it normal to feel anxious about how much time I spend online?
Really common feeling, Deshawn, and honestly, a healthy sign of self-awareness. Talking about it openly, like we practiced today, I've been trying to be more mindful of my screen time, is a great, healthy way to start addressing it.
Great questions today, everyone. Thanks for sending them in.
Quick shadowing exercise before practice time. We say a sentence, you repeat it out loud.
Sentence 1. My screen time has been really high lately. Now you.
Sentence 2. That video went completely viral overnight. Now you.
Sentence 3. I think it's a double-edged sword, honestly. Now you.
Sentence 4. I've been trying to unplug more in the evenings. Now you.
Sentence 5. I get a bit of FOMO sometimes. Now you.
Sentence 6. It really depends on how you use it. Now you.
Great job, everyone. Let's also review our full glossary quickly.
Phone and app vocabulary. Screen time, notification, scroll, swipe, download.
Social media vocabulary. Post, feed, follow, story, go viral, influencer, DM.
Discussing pros and cons. It's made staying connected easier. It can be really distracting. It's a double-edged sword. It really depends.
Healthy habits. Digital detox. Unplug. I've been trying to be more mindful of my screen time.
Idioms. Glued to your phone. FOMO. Digital footprint. Go viral. Double-edged sword.
What a complete toolkit, listeners. Review this glossary whenever you want a quick refresher before talking about technology and social media in English. Let's give you one more useful resource. 15 different everyday situations, each with a natural, ready phrase.
Number 1. Admitting too much screen time. Honestly, my screen time this week was pretty embarrassing.
Number 2. Recommending an app. You should really try this app. It's been a game changer for my productivity.
Number 3. Discussing a social media break. I took a break from social media last month, and it was honestly really refreshing.
Number 4. Talking about online shopping habits. I've had to be really careful with online shopping. It's way too easy to overspend.
Number 5. Discussing a tech problem. My phone's been acting up lately. I think I need an update.
Number 6. Talking about video calls with family. We video call our parents every Sunday. It's honestly made staying close so much easier.
Number 7. Discussing streaming services. I've been binge-watching this new show. It's honestly addictive.
Number 8. Talking about online privacy. I've been a lot more careful about my privacy settings lately.
Number 9. Discussing a funny online trend. Have you seen that trend? It's honestly hilarious.
Number 10. Talking about working from a laptop constantly. I feel like I'm on my laptop all day between work and everything else.
Number 11, discussing kids and screen time. We try to really limit screen time for the kids. It's honestly a constant effort.
Number 12, talking about online learning. I've been taking an online course. It's been a really flexible way to learn.
Number 13, talking about a social media detox plan. I'm thinking about deleting the app for a while, just to reset.
Number 14, discussing comparison culture online. It's easy to compare yourself to others online. I try to be mindful of that.
Number 15, talking about staying updated with news online. I mostly get my news from social media these days, for better or worse.
What a great comprehensive range, listeners. 15 different situations, but every single phrase follows the same natural, honest, current tone we've been building throughout this episode.
Beautifully summarized. And honestly, once you internalize this tone, you can talk about technology and social media confidently in almost any modern conversation.
Quick bonus vocabulary section. A few phrasal verbs that come up naturally around technology and social media.
Great idea. First, log in, meaning to access an account. I need to log in to check my messages.
Second, log off or sign off, meaning to exit an account or device. I try to log off social media by 9 every night.
Third, back up, meaning to save a copy of your data, usually to prevent loss. Make sure to back up your photos regularly.
Fourth, update, which functions as both a noun and phrasal verb, meaning to install the newest version of software. I need to update my apps.
Fifth, cut down on, which we've used in earlier episodes too, meaning to reduce something. I'm trying to cut down on my social media use.
Sixth, keep up with, meaning to stay current or informed about something. It's hard to keep up with all the new apps these days.
Let's build an example combining a few. I've been trying to cut down on screen time lately, and honestly, it's hard to keep up with every new app that comes out. I did back up all my photos though, just in case, and I try to log off social media earlier in the evening now.
Perfect. Natural example, listeners. These phrasal verbs add real fluency to conversations about technology.
Let's cover a really current, relevant topic, talking about AI and rapidly emerging new technology, since this comes up constantly in conversation these days.
Great addition. Useful phrases. I've been experimenting with some AI tools lately. It's honestly a bit overwhelming how fast things are changing. I'm not sure I fully understand it yet, but it seems really promising.
Great, honest phrases, listeners, showing genuine curiosity mixed with realistic uncertainty, which is completely normal for such a fast-moving topic.
Let's also cover phrases for expressing mixed feelings about new technology, both excitement and caution. Part of me is really excited about it, and part of me is a little nervous about where it's headed. I think it has huge potential, but there are real concerns too.
Beautiful, balanced phrases, listeners, showing exactly the nuanced tone that works well for discussing rapidly changing technology. Let's build a full example. I've been experimenting with some AI tools at work lately, and honestly, part of me is really excited about how much time it saves, but part of me is a little nervous about where all of this is headed long term. Beautiful, thoughtful example, listeners, showing exactly the kind of balanced perspective this fast-changing topic often calls for. Let's do one more role play, a lighter, casual conversation about dating apps, a really common modern technology topic among friends. So, how's the dating app thing going for you?
Honestly, a bit of a mixed bag. I've had some good conversations, but it can also feel a bit exhausting sometimes.
I totally get that. It's a lot of swiping for not always a lot of results.
Exactly. Though I did actually go on a really nice date last week, so I'm staying hopeful.
That's great to hear. Honestly, I think it just takes patience with those apps.
Completely agree. It's definitely a double-edged sword. Convenient, but also a bit draining sometimes.
See, listeners, notice how naturally and honestly this casual modern conversation flowed. relatable, balanced, and completely normal among friends today.
Beautifully demonstrated. And honestly, dating apps are such a common, relatable technology topic in everyday conversation now.
Let's do one more role play. This time, a professional conversation about workplace technology and remote collaboration tools.
How's everyone finding the new project management software so far?
Honestly, it's taken some getting used to, but I think it's actually improved our workflow once we got the hang of it.
That's great to hear. Any specific features you think are working particularly well?
I really like the notification system. It's helped me keep up with updates without feeling overwhelmed by constant messages.
Good feedback, thank you. We'll keep gathering input as we continue rolling it out.
See, listeners, notice how naturally professional, balanced feedback about workplace technology flows. Honest, constructive, and completely appropriate for a work setting.
Beautifully demonstrated. And honestly, this kind of conversation happens constantly in modern workplaces adapting to new tools.
Let's squeeze in a few more listener questions before practice time.
From a listener named Amara. How do I talk about a technology I actively dislike without sounding overly negative?
Great question, Amara. Framing it personally and specifically helps. It's just not really for me. I find it more distracting than helpful, rather than a broad, sweeping negative statement about the technology itself.
From a listener named Piotr, is it okay to admit I don't know how to use certain apps or technology that seems basic to others?
Absolutely, Piotr. Completely normal and honest. I'm honestly still figuring that one out. Could you show me sometime? Is a perfectly fine, humble thing to say. Nobody knows everything about every app or platform.
Beautiful, honest phrasing. Great questions today, everyone. Thanks so much for sending them in.
Let's cover a trickier, more current topic, talking about online arguments, controversy, and what's often called cancel culture, since this comes up frequently in modern conversation.
Great addition. And this connects to our disagreement episode too. Useful phrases. That whole situation got pretty heated online this week. Honestly, I try to stay out of those debates generally. I think it's hard to have nuanced conversations in comment sections. Everything gets reduced to such extremes.
Beautiful, thoughtful, balanced example, listeners, showing exactly the kind of measured perspective that works well for this more sensitive topic.
Let's also cover the term cancel culture itself, essential modern vocabulary referring to the practice of publicly criticizing or boycotting someone, often for controversial statements or actions. There's a lot of debate about cancel culture these days. I think it's a pretty complicated topic, honestly.
Great balanced framing, listeners, since this is genuinely a topic with a wide range of opinions. Approaching it with nuance rather than strong declarations often feels more natural in casual conversation.
Let's build a full example. That whole controversy got pretty heated online this week. Honestly, I try to stay out of those debates generally. I think it's hard to have nuanced conversations in comment sections. Everything gets reduced to such extremes.
Beautiful, thoughtful, balanced example, listeners, showing exactly the kind of measured perspective that works well for this more sensitive topic.
Let's cover one more relevant topic, talking about children, screen time, and parenting choices around technology, since this comes up constantly among parents and caregivers.
Great addition. Useful phrases are, we try to really limit screen time for the kids. It's honestly hard to find the right balance. Every family kind of figures out what works for them. Great non-judgmental phrases, listeners, especially important since parenting choices around technology can be a sensitive topic. Let's also cover phrases for discussing educational versus purely entertainment screen time. We try to focus more on educational apps rather than just entertainment. I think it really depends on the type of content, not just the amount of time. Great nuanced phrases, listeners, showing thoughtful consideration rather than a simple blanket rule. Let's build a full example. We try to really limit screen time for our kids, though honestly it's a constant balancing act. We focus more on education educational content when we do allow it, but every family really has to figure out what works best.
Beautiful, respectful, balanced example, listeners, showing exactly the kind of thoughtful, judgment-free tone this topic calls for among parents and caregivers. Okay, listeners, let's practice. Speak your answers out loud, not just in your head.
First, describe your own screen time and tech habits honestly, using at least 2 phrases from today's episode.
Second, share a balanced opinion about the pros and cons of social media using double-edged sword or it depends.
Third, describe a digital detox or healthy habit you've tried or would like to try.
Fourth, talk about generational differences in technology use, respectfully and thoughtfully.
Fifth, try using one idiom from today's episode in a natural sentence.
Great job, everyone. Comment below with your honest screen time this week and one tech habit you're proud of or working on.
Quick recap. First, we built vocabulary for phones and apps, screen time, notifications, and downloading.
Second, we covered social media-specific vocabulary, posts, feeds, following, and going viral.
Third, we practiced talking about our own personal tech habits honestly.
Fourth, we discussed the pros and cons of technology with balanced, nuanced language.
Fifth, we covered digital detoxes and healthy habits.
Sixth, we explored generational differences in technology use, respectfully.
Seventh, we avoided common mistakes and explored cultural notes and useful idioms.
And finally, we practiced 4 full example conversations plus a bonus bank of 15 everyday tech talk situations.
That's everything you need to talk about technology and social media naturally, honestly, and confidently in any modern English conversation.
All right, that's it for today's episode. Next time technology or social media comes up in conversation, try using one of today's phrases, even just one.
If this episode helped you, please like it, subscribe to the podcast, and share it with someone learning English.
And comment below. Tell us your honest thoughts on social media. We'd genuinely love to hear your perspective.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone, and maybe put your phone down for a bit after this episode. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone!